This system of magic uses the glyph of Sirius as its emblem. The hieroglyphic for Sirius, which is the goddess Isis, which is every goddess and object of worship of all magic below the abyss, is made up of 3 discrete symbols: a star, a half circle, and a triangle. The half circle represents the outer order, or the outer circle, or the golden dawn, which is a sunrise, or the power of reason, or gnosis, which is knowledge. Its deity is Prometheus, and Dionysus, and Lucifer, the great initiator who traveled east across the land, initiating into knowledge of the gods. The 5-pointed star represents the power of silence, and is the order of the silver star, or the AA, or the astral argentum. The triangle represents the magical will and is the obelisk. It is Thelema. Thelema is the man which emerges from the ashes after the abyss. For Thelema is the phoenix itself. The system of magic which I am demonstrating can be easily broken into 3 sets of initiatory systems, or 3 circles. The first circle, or the first set of initiations, is known traditionally as the Golden Dawn, and those inside this school are known as serpents. The second school, or the second order of magic, the second circle, is known traditionally as the AA, or the astral argentum, and this simply means the order of the silver star. Those inside this order are known as doves. The third order of magic, or the inner order, is the order of the secret masters, or the secret adepts, and those are known as men. It is not the work of the serpents to understand the mysteries which underlie the bottom of most of these systems. Rather, it is the work of the serpents to learn the names, the actions, and as much as possible as can be learnt about the symbols. An analogy can be made in mathematics, in that the neophyte mathematician may know how to recognize every single number on the number line, and he may know the name and the place that that number holds. However, this neophyte is unable to do calculus. Serpents must master the rudimentary magical operations, such as the ritual of the pentagram, the NOx formulas, the light formulas, the formula for the great work, the IAO formula and the INRI formula, the ritual of the hexagrams. The meaning of these rituals may not be completely attained by the serpents at this stage. What is meant to be attained is that through the mastery of the names and the actions, greater mysteries will emerge. It's the work of the serpents in the outer order, or Golden Dawn, to learn all the languages of the esoteric traditions. These include Greek, so one can read Homer and the classics and the New Testament, and also it is important to learn Greek because Greek is the language by which we communicate inside the second order of the Silver Star. It is also important to learn Hebrew for the study of Kabbalah, so one can use first-hand sources and manuscripts, and so that one can read from the proper Old Testament.
Also, it is important to learn the Egyptian hieroglyphic system, because in this system of writing, the first original manuscripts of magic were written. Also, the Chinese system is important to understand so one can read the Taoist writings of Lao Tzu and the other masters. And of course, without saying, it goes that all magicians need to understand the fundamentals of Latin. It's not important to learn Sanskrit, but serpents must learn yoga and become masters of yoga and understand the Vedic texts and understand the Buddhist concept of Bardo through the Tibetan Book of the Dead and other esoteric mystical writings of the East. One of the most important systems to become proficient in as a magician is the Kabbalah. A.E. Waite's The Holy Kabbalah is an excellent book to begin this study. The Crowley book 777 is essential for every magician to have in their library as a reference tool. Crowley is the last great Kabbalistic authority. Crowley's book, Book 4, should be studied extensively. It's a book of both magic and yoga. It's written lucidly and easy to understand. The Book of the Law, also written by Crowley, explains the magic and the magical code of the new age of Horus, or Ra-Hor-Kut. Serpents should also read the great political philosophies and all the previous expositors of magic and the occult. Besides Kabbalah, tarot is a necessary tool by which magicians must gather information about the world. And also the I Ching, the Chinese oracle, should be mastered. The psychologists of the East and the West, such as Jung and Freud, the archetypes and the mental anatomy they gave should be studied and understood. The great generals, such as Alexander the Great, who was a student of Aristotle, who was a student of Plato, who was a student of Socrates, and also Caesar and their conquests and strategies. And also the ultimate book of magical ritual, the Catechism of the Catholic Church, should be in the library of every magician. Also, the magical language of English, by which the world is being conquered, should be mastered. So read the classics, such as William Shakespeare. And now we